how to train yourself or how to train your brain to think in English. Of course, these are the powerful strategies, the powerful techniques that actually work. And of course, if you are you've been learning English for a very long time, you've been learning for quite a long time, and you're still not confident yet, you can't speak very confidently, no worries. Of course, in today's video, I'm going to show you the powerful steps that you'll be able to think and to speak in English more like a native English speaker, and of course to stop translating in your heads, and of course to stop memorizing when you are speaking English, and of course to stop feeling like English is always one step ahead of you. Today I'm giving you an exact method to train your brain to think and to speak confidently directly in English. No gimmicks or no shortcuts, just powerful techniques that rewire your mind to speak more fluently. And of course, let's get started. In step number one, of course, you need to make English your environment. What I'm talking about here, you don't need to move to London, you don't need to move to New York City, you don't need to live in an English country. You can bring everything to you, because at the moment the internet is just really helpful to a lot of people at the moment. I would say change your phone language. How to do that? Change your phone language in your target language. Follow only English creators. Watch YouTube, Netflix, podcasts, only in English, only in French, only Spanish, whatever language you're learning. Just follow this strategy and you will transform even more better. And of course, speak to yourself in day-to-day life when you are alone. Why? Because when what you surround your brain becomes your brain, and I think that's a really fundamental part to practice at the same time. Use the no translation rule. What I'm talking about, no translation rule. From now on, ban translations. I think if you're just starting out, you of course need to translate, but please don't depend on translation that much. How do you say these words in English? Instead, try to connect your brain with words, images, and even actions and emotions. For example, don't think apple, banana, or think apple, sweet cruncherette. For example, I just like to think it that way. Try to find another alternatives. Train your brain to think, to picture the any kind of supplement, any kind of ingredient, not in Spanish, not in Hindi, not in Arabic, not in French, or whatever the first language you have, or whatever your mother tongue is. This builds automatic English thinking. And I think if you use this rule, no translation rule, you get there. Trust me. Speak before you are ready. A lot of people, they're waiting for a perfect moment. They're waiting until they get ready. They're waiting to get perfection. Fluency is not about perfection, it's about flow. You don't want until your grammar is perfect. You speak, you make mistakes, and you learn fast. Because this is all about making mistakes and learn from them and narrate your day. Of course, I'm brushing my teeth, or I'm making coffee, I'm doing some revision, practice, shadowing repeats, natives, instantly and exactly. Awkward silence and the awkward moments, that is normal. And I think that's really what makes people not to speak, makes people just to think quite a lot and to not start it. But don't be like that, please. So start out. You don't need to be perfect, to be fair. Think in English, not words. Stop learning one word at a time. Start learning chunks full of phrases, ready to use sentence in daily life. For example, I can get a coffee to go. I can get a coffee to go. Or even you can say, I'm not sure, let me check. I'm not sure, let me check. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Or what are you up for? What are you up for? What are you up to? What are you up to? Why? Because native speakers don't speak word by word. They speak in blocks. Train your brain to do the same. Okay? That's really fundamental way. And of course, do daily brain reps, because brain reps, small things, done consistently produce big results over time. English thinking exercise. Your brain is a muscle, right? Train it every day. Here's why, or here's how to train your brain. Like for example, 5-minute daily brain workout. Describe your surroundings. For example, your room, what you're doing, describe your day, whatever. Display conversations in your head, but in English. Answer imaginary questions aloud. Write 3 sentences about your day in English and close your eyes. Visualize in English objects, feelings, future plans. Do this every single day and your brain won't have time to translate, trust me. And it will start thinking in English. You can follow these fundamental steps. You will transform your English fluency. And I think, remember this, fluency isn't about knowing every word. You don't need to know thousands, even millions of words. It's about not being afraid to use it and not being afraid until you are perfect. The more you think in English, the faster you will speak. The more you speak, the more confident you will become. So you start it from today. Why are you waiting for? So yeah, I mean, that's all about it. That's all about strategies that will help you to think and to kind of to develop your mind, your brain to think in English and become the best version of yourself. And yeah, you've got this. Yeah, that's all about it. Take care everyone. Bye bye. See you later.